Hey, I just want to go over the differences between Amazon in Japan and Rakuten in Japan. And if you don't know, Rakuten is basically the same, tiny bit smaller, but basically the same size as Amazon is. Rakuten used to dominate Japan. It's got a huge history. It's got a really loyal customer base, and about 30% of people buy on Rakuten in Japan. So it's a massive marketplace, but it's not one we normally consider because Amazon is so much more familiar and easier to get started on. But anyway, this video I want to talk about from a shopper's perspective, what is the difference between how they interact with Rakuten and Amazon, and that can maybe show you or highlight to you how you approach the two platforms differently. So I'm just going to look at my screen this side. So this is Amazon. We all know Amazon. This is in Japan. And I've just done a search for a specific Adidas t-shirt. And this is what we see. First of all, we see this massive banner headline ad from a different brand, which we'll look at in a minute, but you can't do that in Rakuten. You can't basically bid and show banners on other brands' names. But anyway, that's where Amazon works, because Amazon doesn't care as long as you buy something. And Amazon works on a product level, so it's basically all about the product. It's about getting people onto the product they're looking for and getting them to buy. And again, it doesn't care who you buy for. It doesn't care if you buy from Adidas, the official brand seller, or any other seller, as long as you get a genuine product for the best price. That's all Amazon care about. So here it is. So this is the one t-shirt I want to focus on, this white one. So we've got this one white listing here, and in theory, you should only have one listing for that product in Amazon. So we've got this one listing for this white product. If you go to Rakuten, this is how it looks. The exact same search, but you see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Another one here, all for the same t-shirt. And the reason for that is, and a good way to think about Rakuten is, it's like if you wanted to buy that t-shirt, but you wanted to go to a physical store, you would go into town and you would know the shops that kind of sell it. You would know if you've got an official Adidas shop, that's probably going to sell it. So you probably go there and have a look around. You might have talking in the UK here, a department store such as John Lewis in their kind of outdoor area. They might have it, so you might go to John Lewis. Or you might have the sports shops such as JD Sports or Sports Direct or all these other ones. You've got loads of options of shops that might sell this Adidas t-shirt. So you probably have a favourite. You see, you might always go to the official Adidas shop, so just go in there and get it. Or you might like John Lewis or whatever. Or you might just want to look around the mall and see what they've got and what else they've got and what the prices are. So basically that's how Rakuten behaves. It's basically like all the different stores that you can potentially get this product in, and you can go into their stores and look around and stuff. So this is what it is here. So if we look here, you could go to the Zcraft is a store selling this, but they also probably sell lots of other things, not just Adidas t-shirts. They're like a department store, like a John Lewis in the UK, or a Macy's in the US. They sell all sorts of different things. This is one of them. So Zcraft, then we've got Z Sport, which is probably similar. We've got this Via Torino, Z Mall. I'm sure these are probably similar ones. But then all the way down here, you see you've actually got the official Adidas online shop. And this is the only one. These ones are cheeky. They're probably not supposed to have the Adidas logo in there. The official brand store gets a special logo in the corner. None of the other ones do. So again, these two here, you can see they're sold by the Adidas store. And how it works is you can either visit the store and have a look around, or you can visit the listing. So I'll open this in a new page, and I'll open the official Adidas one in a new page, just to compare the two listings. So you'll see this is completely different, and I'll open up the Amazon listing as well, just to see how this looks. So this is Amazon. We're all familiar with Amazon. This is a pretty terrible listing for Japan, but we're not here to talk about that. We've got the images, we've got this, and then we've got the listing. As I said, it's a pretty terrible listing. But then you've got the seller, you buy it off, but quite often people don't care, they just want to buy it. And we can see there's 4 of the sellers selling on this listing. One of them is vendor, that may be Adidas themselves selling it in a 1P relationship, or it could be distributor, probably a distributor. But anyway, you've got lots of different sell options. Again, Amazon doesn't care. It's all about the product. If you want to buy the product, here it is. Buy it off someone. We don't care. whereas Rakuten is different. So basically, like I said, it's like going into the store. So straight away, this one, you can design it how you want. So you've got control if you launch on the platform. But this one's obviously got the store area here, searching, saying there's big deals from all these products in the store. So people might check them out. But then you have a bit about the product. But again, you've got more down here about the store, what you can buy. You can search different categories. And you can check out anytime here. It's got about the product, and it's got other related products here. Some more details. So you see how it's completely different to Amazon, almost information. And then it's got different options here, and then it can, some of them try and cross-sell you. So here you can cross-sell you. But this is all done by the store themselves and putting these deals together. And then other things. And these aren't adverts from other sellers. These are related to the store. So I think it's called Z Store or something. These are all other products that they sell. They've set this up. One thing about Rakuten is once you're in a store, once you've committed to a store, so we're in the store now for this product, there's no other adverts. So again, it's like if you go into a retail shop, if you went into a Sports Direct, for example, to buy this T-shirt, there's not going to be ads plastered on the wall, or buy this from GD Sports, buy this from House of Fraser, buy this from Asda or Tesco's or whatever. You wouldn't get that in a physical store because it doesn't make sense. And it's the same with Rakuten. Once you're in the store, you're in the store. Everything there is like a virtual store, basically, for this one particular store. So it's not about cross-promoting. It's not like Amazon where they're trying to make a sale and from any seller. Once you're in here, once you're in the store, it's about making a sale from this store, exactly like you would do in a physical shop. So again, this is all laid out like that. And it just goes on and on and on and on. It's completely different way of doing it. And that's this store, so they're called Z Craft. And if we click here, actually look into the store some more, you'll see you can, and it loads up. You can see we're like in their store now. This is their store page. So they've got these kind of products, got the Nike products, they've got they've got deals. And again, it goes down, down, down. You can search, browse the store. You can come in here. You can do a search for something in the store. You can click on all these. I suppose it's like the brand store page on Amazon, but it's all set up for stores, and customers have loyalty to stores. So if customers might buy from here, they might get points. This is kind of like a cashback thing, loyalty points and bonuses for this store. So they come back and buy from the store. Again, just like you would if you buy things from John Lewis, you may go to John Lewis every time for new things, whether it's a cooker, whether it's clothes, whether it's something else. If the store sells it, you probably go back there because you trust them. So that's kind of how Rakuten works. And here's a Nike one, the official Adidas one, sorry. So this is their product listing. They've only got a bit of branding about them here, and they get straight into the product. But again, they come down, and then they've got their cross-selling, the different products that they sell by some Samba trainers, etc., or different things. So again, it's all about what you can buy from the Adidas store. So this is like going into the Adidas official Adidas store in town. And then if you go to their official store page, again, it's like you're going into an Adidas shop. It's all about Adidas. See the Black Friday deals, etc., etc. Everything. There's no ads from the stores. There's no nothing. So yeah, so that's basically how Rakuten works. It's a completely different mindset to how shoppers interact with Amazon. So just repeat, you go to Amazon, you want a product, you search the product. You rarely, this is the seller. You're not going to click on here, see who the seller is. But you can do, and you can click up here to see what else they sell. But no one does that. Or the other option is, you like Adidas, you might go to the Adidas brand store. But as soon as you do this, and you click on another product, it's kind of like you go into a different seller, and it's kind of like different. You're not really staying within the Amazon Adidas store. You sort by other things. So, yeah, so that's the main difference. So this, if you did sell on these platforms, which I'm not going to talk about now, but if you get in touch, if you want to sell on these platforms, the way you set your listings up and your stores is different. So you don't just set up a product page. The product page is your window into telling the shoppers about your brand and your store. Well, not your brand so much, but your store, why they need to trust your store, what's the benefits of shopping with you. Again, using the John Lewis example, they I think offer a 5-year guarantee. It's standard on most of their products. If you know that, that's one of the reasons you go back. It's one of the reasons I shop there to buy my TVs and things, because I know you get this big warranty guarantee as standard. And again, if you're setting up your store, you put all these things in there. You put the things, people might come for the Adidas products, but they're going to have to walk through your store to get there, and you show your other things on the way. You can do that with your store setup and your product pages set up on Rakuten. So it's a different experience. But like I said, if you're going to sell in Japan and you want to set up, if you're going to be on marketplaces, Amazon and Rakuten are the two main ones, and you can hoover up about 50% plus of the e-commerce sales just by being on those two platforms alone. Okay, hope that makes sense. If not, let me know, get in touch, and we can talk about it some more.